Welcome back again. Yep, so we are continuing our MMORPG here. So we're on the third development stage. So world design, I believe, is usually pretty big. Sound, I think, is big in adventure. Let's see. So Brandon's not on here. We're gonna need to take Rundlii off. And we're gonna need to take Bill off. Alright, so world design's probably gonna be a big deal. Graphics, I wanna say, will be the next one. Sound is the least important. We will try that. So, we broke about 500 hype so far. So, we're getting pretty far there. Okay, let's burn these last bit of boost. We want to make sure that... So we have to make sure this is going to be the greatest that it can be. Because if we don't make it really good, then we're going to sink a lot of money into this, and then it's going to do poorly. Also, as you can see, the Ixian's not doing too well sale-wise anymore. You know, 78,000, so it is still making money, but it's not making much money. Now, I think it probably couldn't hurt to actually try to get some of our other stats raised as well, so we can hopefully get rid of some of these bugs a little bit quicker. Because when you make a lot of these really big games, it does tend to take a little bit more time in order to actually get all the bugs worked out there. Luckily, we haven't started losing any hype yet. I don't know if it usually waits until after all the bugs are clear, and then sees how much longer you wait after that, but... There we go. So, we did break both records by quite a bit there. Okay, so it's not too bad. 8.75 it looks like. So there's obviously a few small things we did, but it shouldn't hurt us too badly. So pretty much, like as I mentioned, this is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, like the ultimate sales are 13.1 million, so it's definitely making some money from just sales of the game itself. But then you also get monthly incomes from like Ultima as well. On the plus side, we also get expansion as well. because this allows you basically to incorporate a new expansion into your game as compared to just building a new game completely. And so as you can see, we're getting 9.1 million in Ultima sales, and then Ultima maintenance is 2.5 million. So 1.5 maintenance and 12.8 back. So we're doing well right now, but generally what happens is over the course of time, it's going to usually get a little more expensive to maintain and keep going. So, and then Ixing at this point is pretty much not profitable anymore. We're paying 500,000 into it, but we're only making about 100k a week, so we're barely breaking even, if that. So basically took it off the market. We probably should have made another one before that, but that should be fine. So let's go and develop a new console. So we'll call this Ixion 360. We'll drop another 30 million into it with version 7 graphics. So 1 million in maintenance and 8.6 in income. And it's usually pretty easy to kind of see what our profit margins look like. Yeah, so sound was not very important for this one, and the platforms weren't too bad for it. But basically the green up here is going to be your profit. The red is what you're paying back, usually in the charge of like maintenance and such. So we're doing pretty well right now, but as you progress through, the green's going to slowly start to break off a little bit, and it's going to get more expensive to actually maintain. What we may go and do is develop another MMORPG, because why not? We'll do Ultima in Space. Actually, we could probably just do... Yeah, we'll just do sci-fi. As that's another really good go-to for me most of the time, because it usually does pretty well. So we'll do an action RPG, MMO. Oh, our game system is no longer there. Well, I guess we don't need our game system anymore. We could actually load this onto PlaySystem 5 without any issues. I guess I should have waited for all their boosts to kick back in, so that's probably going to be something that's going to slow this production down just a bit. Alright, so that. So Bill is going to be on Story Quest, which he's at. Gameplay is where Angel's at, and then Engine is where Brandon's at. So we got everyone kind of where they need to be. Because I'm guessing gameplay... that's kind of hard to say which one would be more ideal, but we're going to kind of go on the action side and hope that gameplay was a little bit more of a priority on this one. So Brandon, Angel, and Bill. So we're going to boost these two and hope he hits his second boost really soon. we're going to go ahead and hype it, because why not? I think we have, for the most part, a lot of the things that we need to hit on it pretty well in there. So let's go ahead and make a large campaign. And let's go and do another marketing campaign as well. Since he hit us 2 boosts, that's mostly what I was hoping for, and hopefully he'll use it before we start the next development stage. Alright, so dialogue, I don't believe, well... Alright, so artificial is at least somewhat needed here. So dialogue's not important for action in level design, so let's go ahead and say dialogue. I don't think I'm confident enough in it to think this is going to be a 3+. I want to make sure that AI is at least somewhat up there, but I believe dialogue is also very important for that. Boost him, boost him, boost him. Boost him. And as you can see, the red is definitely getting up there a bit. So we're still only making about 2 million at this point. But that's what I mentioned. With MMORPGs, it's going to be a whole different beast usually. As the game progresses further, the maintenance will get a little further up there as well. Which also means we should probably incorporate an expansion into it very soon. So both of these are fairly important. World design I'm going to knock down because I bet that's the 3+, so... so we need to take Leroy off. So we're going to put him there. Yeah, I'm going to have to reorganize these probably in our next go around. Try to make sure the people that are specialized in a particular thing mostly work that particular thing. Because right now, they're not doing as good as they should. And at this point, we're actually losing money now in some of the months with Ultima, so we're going to need to make sure that pretty soon we end up getting an expansion out on that. Because if we don't get an expansion, we're going to have to just kill that game. Because simply point, it's probably not making us much money anymore. Like that month that week we lost $1 million.